The Bering Sea has always been a merciless battleground, but on the August 15th episode of Deadliest Catch, the stakes were pushed even higher. A storm was brewing, one powerful enough to shake even the most seasoned captains. Typhoon Kong-Rey was barreling toward Alaska, threatening waves up to 30 feet, and every vessel knew it was in for a fight. Aboard the Time Bandit, Captain Jonathan Hillstrand could already feel the waters turning against him. The air was thick with tension, but his resolve was unshakable. "We're not the kind of guys that quit," he declared, his voice steady, even as the sea roared back in defiance. His wife, Heather, wasn't so calm. Her face told the story of every spouse who's ever had to watch a loved one stare down danger. Safety was the priority, Jonathan reminded his crew. But safety is never guaranteed when the pots are overflowing with king crab and the waves are unforgiving. The crew pressed on, chasing the promise of big scores. Still, Jonathan's thoughts drifted to his longtime friend Sig Hansen. The two had recently worked side by side around Adak Island, rekindling the bond that made them such a formidable team. Now Sig was back on the Northwestern, and Jonathan couldn't help but feel the absence. That reflection was cut short when the Time Bandit encountered slack tank issues, accompanied by the acrid smell of hot electrical wires. For a moment, it seemed the catch could be lost. Somehow, the crew steadied the ship, the crab pump held, and disaster was narrowly avoided for now. Elsewhere, Captain Jake Anderson was locked in his own battle. His return to the grind came on the heels of abandoning the Titan Explorer after a dangerous gas leak. Now aboard his repaired vessel, the crew faced the typhoon head-on, braving 25-foot waves that crashed over the rails. Jake barked orders to keep everyone safe, but the sea wasn't giving them a break. Even as he called for his crew to retreat inside, he pushed for more pots to be dropped, gambling that the risk might yield a big payoff. Yet the storm at sea wasn't Jake's only storm. A phone call to his wife Jenna reminded him of everything he was missing back home. His son Cadence was celebrating a birthday, but the joy was dimmed by a minor accident. Cadence slammed his hand in a door just as alarms began sounding on Jake's boat. Steering control had gone out at the worst possible time. "I'm not just a captain. I'm a father and a husband," Jake admitted, the weight of separation clear in his voice. Relief came when engineer Felipe Miramontes fixed the leak, but the reminder of how thin the line between disaster and survival truly is lingered. And then, the Aleutian Lady showed the heart of this fleet. Captained by Rick Shelford and his rising star, Sophia Bob Nielsen, the vessel diverted course to help the American Lady after a crew member suffered a head injury. As Sophia managed the pots, the grateful American Lady captain reflected on her father, Gary, a man he once knew well. "I know you're going to do well," he told her, a sentiment that brought a rare smile to Sophia's face. For someone who lost her father so young, that connection to his memory was a powerful gift. By the end of the day, the Aleutian Lady's good deed was rewarded. Their pots came up heavy, a reminder that sometimes the sea respects those who respect each other. On a night when typhoon winds threatened to take everything, the captains and crews walked away with crab in their tanks, stories etched in their memories, and the knowledge that survival is always earned, never promised.